Chapter 59, The Night Greyfard Burned, Part 15. The second claw of destruction stopped, frozen within the heavens. The entire capital stared upward, unable to understand what they were witnessing. Only moments ago, the attack had threatened to erase Greyfard from existence. Now, it simply hung there, motionless, like a judgment that had forgotten how to fall. Inside the darkness, Morveth remained silent. Alex remained silent. For the first time, neither moved, neither spoke. The endless void around them continued cracking apart. Slowly, steadily. Then, everything shattered. Outside, Morveth finally reached Alex. The old assassin didn't hesitate, didn't warn him, didn't speak. His instincts had already made the decision. Boom! Morveth's fist crashed directly into Alex's stomach. The impact folded Alex's body instantly. Blood exploded from his mouth. The shock wave shattered the ground beneath them. And for a brief moment, time itself seemed to stop. Inside the darkness, Alex suddenly felt pain. Real pain. The endless void fractured violently. Morveth's eyes narrowed. The connection was breaking. Outside, Morveth grabbed Alex by the throat before he could recover, then slammed him into the ground. Boom! Stone exploded. A crater appeared instantly. Alex's vision blurred. His crimson aura flickered, then flickered again, becoming unstable. Morveth showed no mercy, no hositashchen, no sympathy. The old assassin had already lost everything, and now he intended to finish it. His knee crashed into Alex's ribs. Crack! The sound echoed across the battlefield. Several nearby fighters visibly flinched. Alex's body bounced across the ruined palace grounds, blood trailing behind him. "Alex!" Elira screamed. She tried to move. Lysara stopped her immediately. The ruler's hand shook, but her voice remained firm. "Don't!" Elira froze. Lysara's eyes never left Morveth, because she understood. Anyone who entered now would die. Morveth slowly walked toward Alex. Step, step, step. Every footstep echoed across the silent battlefield. The giant claw still remained suspended above the capital, frozen, waiting, while its creator lay broken upon the ground. Alex tried to stand, failed, then tried again. Blood dripped from his mouth. His vision continued blurring. The world spun around him, yet somehow he still forced himself upward. One knee, then the other. Then finally, he stood, barely. Morveth stopped. For several moments, the old assassin simply stared at him. Then finally, he spoke. "Look around you." Alex remained silent. Morveth's voice carried neither rage nor hatred anymore, only exhaustion. "You wanted to save people." His eyes slowly moved toward the suspended claw above. Yet that thing almost destroyed an entire kingdom. The words landed heavily, because they were true. For the first time, Alex looked upward and truly saw what he had created. The claw, the destruction, the fear, the damage, the terrified faces surrounding him. Morveth continued walking, slowly, relentlessly. "You speak about protecting others." His eyes sharpened. "But tonight, you became the greatest threat here." Silence followed. Heavy silence. Even Alex couldn't deny it, because for a brief moment, he had completely lost control, and everyone had seen it. High above Greyfard, the frozen claw of destruction trembled once, as if reminding everyone, the disaster was not over yet. The battlefield remained silent. Nobody moved. Nobody spoke. Even the giant claw of destruction hanging above Greyfard seemed frozen alongside everyone else. Alex stood unsteadily. Blood dripped from his chin. His entire body screamed in pain. Yet somehow, the wounds weren't what hurt most. It was Morveth's words. "You became the greatest threat here." The sentence continued echoing inside his head. Again, and again, and again. For the first time since arriving at the palace, Alex had no response, no defense, no excuse, because he knew Morveth was right. The old assassin continued walking, slowly, deliberately. His wounds were visible now. Blood stained his clothing. Several cuts covered his body. Yet despite that, His presence still dominated the battlefield. Eventually, Morveth stopped. Only a few meters separated him from Alex now. Then he looked toward everyone gathered around them. Elira, Salira, Nightmare, Kiva, Twinblade, the Royal Guards, the surviving citizens. Then finally, his eyes returned to Alex. "Tell me something." His voice was calm, far calmer than before. Alex remained silent. Morveth continued. "When you created your plan, did you ever intend for Vex to die?" The question struck the battlefield like lightning. Alex froze. The memories immediately returned. The prison, the evidence, the trial, the tournament, everything. "No." The answer came instantly, because it was the truth. "I didn't." Morveth nodded, as if he had expected that answer. "Neither did I." Silence. Then Morveth laughed. A tired laugh. A broken laugh. "I didn't plan for my clan to die either." His eyes slowly moved across the battlefield, toward the countless corpses of Draegr warriors. Warriors who had followed him for decades. Some for generations. All gone. "I didn't plan for this palace to burn. I didn't plan to fight Lysra. I didn't plan to become a traitor." His voice never rose, never shouted, and somehow, that made it worse. Then finally, he looked directly at Alex. And yet, his eyes sharpened. "Here we are." Nobody spoke, because nobody could, not even Lysra. Morveth slowly raised one hand, then pointed toward the frozen claw above Greyfard. "Do you see it now?" Alex followed his gaze. The giant claw still hung in the heavens. A reminder, a warning, a consequence. "You wanted justice." Morveth's voice remained calm. "You wanted to protect people." His hand slowly lowered. "And tonight, you nearly destroyed them." The words hit harder than any punch. Alex lowered his head. For the first time, he couldn't look anyone in the eye. Not Elira, not Salira, not Lysra, nobody. Then suddenly, Morveth's expression changed. Something shifted. Not anger, not hatred, something else. Something darker. Resignation. The old assassin slowly closed his eyes, then spoke quietly. "So tell me, White Wolf." His voice sounded tired now. Very tired. "If both of us became monsters while trying to protect something," his eyes reopened, "and if both of us destroyed lives while believing we were right." Silence consumed the battlefield. Then Morveth asked the question nobody wanted to answer. Which one of us deserves to die first? Nobody answered, because for the first time that night, even Alex didn't know. So you just listened to Chapter 59, The Night Greyfard Burned Part 15. Morveth asked the one question that left the entire battlefield speechless. If both of them became monsters while trying to protect what they loved, then who deserves to die first? Will Alex find an answer? Or will the frozen claw of destruction fall once again? The truth will be revealed in Part 16. If you enjoyed this chapter, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Echoes of Nova. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next part. See you in Chapter 59, Part 16.